You're right on life in the Philippines, love, change, nation, and God, we one nation under rule, one love. Hello, my friends. This is BobbieD coming to you live from the Lombard Village. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. Whether if I hate it down or talk to you about 3, baby. I got 3 for you. 3 must-have skills. Must-have skills for a rock steady, rock steady, baby, relationship in the Philippines. 3 must-have skills for a rock steady, baby, relationship in the Philippines. Yeah, what a joy. It's such a joy that you come back again, my friends. And I want to say, those of you here for the first time, those of you here for the first time, if you would please click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you continue receiving fresh, new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, today is Veterans Day, and we're going to have Markell with us. We'll be in shortly, but we're having Veterans Day on a Wednesday because Friday I'll be incapacitated. Okay, Thursday I'm having a little other eye surgery. And anyway, long story short, Veterans Day, and we'll have Markell as soon as he comes in. But look, as we continue, listen, understand this. Whenever we're in a relationship, ladies and gentlemen, solid, you with me? Solid as a rock, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't come by itself, ladies and gentlemen. No. You think it's gonna happen? We get married or we live in and it's gonna be solid. No. Does not happen by itself. There is no spontaneous combustion as it relates to a solid, rock steady relationship. Are you with me, G? Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Markell is here today. I'm getting ready to introduce him. He just popped in. We'll get him on the show and let's get his. He got some good information for you guys today. It's going to be awesome for you. Markell, awesome. Hey, you got it, man. You got it. So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. What's up, brother?
Not much, man. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Lisa said, "Good morning, Markell."
Good morning, Lisa D. How you doing?
Doing good.
She got to put her 2 cents in. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. It's all good.
That's good.
Okay. Let's talk about the Repatriation Act. I sent you that link, BobbieD. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at it, but I looked at the basis of it. So it's a good thing. It's good. That's the one I kept wanting to get you on. You guys need to listen up to this, especially you guys that are indigent, don't have no Monte in the Philippines, wherever you're at. Listen to it. Okay, go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Regardless of where you are in the world, if you are a U.S. citizen, okay, there's a program that is called Repatriation Act. All right, it's a program ran by the Department of Human and Health Services, and what it is basically, it allows U.S. citizens who are indigent, as he said, no money. It could be a medical emergency. It could be the country that you're in is getting ready to go to a war, whatever the situation may be. This allows U.S. citizens to return back to the United States of America.
Man, that's awesome.
Now, this program requires you to get your way to the embassy in whatever country you're in.
Okay. And
the embassies are normally in the capital of whatever country you're in. So whatever the capital city is, like in the Philippines, it's Manila. Right. In Colombia, it's Bogota. The Dominican Republic is Santo Domingo. So you need to make your way to the embassy. You inform them of what is going on. Okay. They then will take you in, and you have to make 3 phone calls to people you actually know. They're going to monitor the phone calls because they want to see first if you can get help from a family member or a friend.
Okay.
If all 3 deny, I don't have no money, I can't help you, I can't do this or that. Okay. That's when they bring up the Repatriation Act. Okay. The Repatriation Act is not our U.S. government just giving you money to go home. No. It is a loan. Okay. That's going to need to be paid back. The first thing that they're going to do is take your passport because they're not going to send you home and then you turn around and go right back and get stuck again. They're not going to do that.
Right.
So the first thing they're going to do is take your passport. At which point they're going to book you airline tickets to return back to the States.
Okay.
In which they will help you with housing if you don't have any. They will help you with food if you don't have any. They will help you with clothing. They will help you with medical, whatever you need to get done. Key thing to remember, though, it's a loan. While you're getting all this help, that loan is racking up.
Right, you got to pay it back. Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to pay it back. Now, there are ways to get it waived, depending on your income and your circumstances. So if you're coming back with very little money, you on Social Security, you're only getting $1,000 a month. Obviously, you're going to rack up maybe $5,000 to $10,000 in that time frame. You're going to need to pay that money back. Mm-hmm. But depending on the state that you're in, there is a way to get it waived. But even if you get it waived, you're going to have to go through a process to get your passport back. Because again, they didn't bring you back, did all that stuff for you to turn around and go right back to get stuck again. So no.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
but it is a way to get people back to the States when they're stuck in a country instead of standing out in the street begging. This is a way to get you back home. Now, the reason why this all came about is because here in Colombia, I was going to get my mail, what was this, last week? And there was a guy in the park. There's a park right across from where I go pick up my mail.
Okay.
He was stuck here. He had, I'm going to just tell you straight up, BobbieD, watching some of these channels, talking about getting some of these girls. And
yeah.
Out here on nothing and all that crap. And he was looking pathetic. He had been here about 3 days living in the park. Couldn't speak the language, didn't know no Spanish, couldn't ask for help from nobody, didn't have no cell service, on one of those cricket plans or secondary lines. Yeah. I got it in his head that he can do what these YouTubers are telling him. Oh, yeah, you don't need $800, $900. Okay.
Not going to work.
Okay. So anyway, he was out there. I gave him 50 mil peso, which is about the equivalent of about $12 to $14. It was enough to get him something to eat. And I said, hey, I can put somebody on speaker if you give me the number. I'm not handing you my phone, but I can put somebody on speaker and let you call him. Let's see if you can get some help. Because I'm not buying you a ticket.
No,
he was like, man, is there anything else you can do for me? Yeah, you can make your way to the embassy is what you need to do. Yeah. So you can get back to the States. Okay.
That's awesome, man. Hey, you guys hear what he said? There's a program. If you don't have money to get home, there's a program, the Repatriation Program, run by the government that will get you, that may get you, but it's not free of charge. It's a loan involved. Do they have to pay interest on that loan, Markell? Did you do know?
Now that I'm not too sure of, but I did send you the link. And if you want to put that link in your community page.
I'm going to put that link here right now. And on the link, I got a little bit of information on it. Okay, I'm going to put it in the comment section. And then when we get through this, we're going to open it up for, I got it ready. Open it up for you guys that have some questions. I know you got some questions for Markell. He always brings some positive, powerful information that can help you out.
Did you post everything?
Yeah, I post the website and I post some information about it. Basically echoes what Markell was saying.
Now, guys, I need y'all to hear me on this. Real talk. Real talk. Okay? YouTube is entertainment.
Right.
Okay. First and foremost, it is entertainment.
That's correct.
Okay. There are people on YouTube who try to give you guys honest information up front, where you can go, where you can get help, best place you can stay, for what amounts, best taxi to get when you get in town instead of taking these taxis, or if you can't afford to do that, then you may want to reconsider coming to these countries because it doesn't sound like you have enough money.
Right.
But what gets a lot of men in trouble is that they watch these channels that they only show women and say, well, this is what you need to get this woman, or this is what you need to be in this area where these women are. But they never tell you anything that really helps you. Telling you where a woman is, I can tell you where a woman is in the States.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
But when you find yourself here, you don't know nobody. Or like here in Colombia, you don't even speak the language and you get stuck, then what you gonna do? Where's that YouTuber that told you all this information?
Look him up.
They take how to go back to the States? Did they tell
Look
you?
them up.
Did they tell you what to do when you get sick in that country and you ain't got no money?
Nah.
Because it ain't the States. They ain't gonna just take you and for nothing, for free. Oh, you a U.S. citizen? Okay, come on in. We gonna treat you. No, it doesn't work like that. So get it out of y'all head, man. I see too many people that come here, and I call them pervert channels because that's what they are. All they do is feed people's fantasies, and it's usually the poorest people are the ones who are coming from the States with that fantasy in their head that they're gonna live here on nothing and be a king among these people. Because they heard for their whole whatever period they've been watching them, you can live like a king here on $1,000. Maybe in 1980, in 1990, you could, not in 2022. That is a lot. $1,000 ain't even enough to get your butt back on a plane, back to your own country. How you think you're gonna live on that in another country?
Telling man, that's invalid expectations. They're feeding people a bunch of crap, okay, a bunch of manure, and then people are eating it up. You know, it's because it's what they want to hear.
Yeah,
it fancies their ears, and they want to hear it, and so they believe it. They get fooled up with the hype. Don't believe the hype, guys. Always check stuff out. Do not, if somebody tell you, all you need is $500, you'll be all right. Come to the Philippines. Don't believe that crap. Check it out. Okay. I'm telling you, Markell's telling you he's a world traveler. I'm a world traveler. We live overseas. We're telling you, $1,000, $500 ain't not going to work, baby. You wind up on the street begging. Okay. And you better have you some money consistently, an income stream coming in every month like clockwork. You don't have to lift a finger. That's the kind of income you need. Let your money work for you. If you are below 60 and you're trying to come and you ain't retired, you're gonna be in trouble, buddy, with no income. If you got your Social Security, that'll help, but you got to have a good amount. You know, $500 worth of Social Security. You think I'm gonna live over there? Forget it. And some of you guys got disability, you know, and you think, well, if I get $500 worth of disability, I'm gonna go over there and live like a king. Forget that, man. Get that mess out of your head. And Markell showed me some channels that were preaching that, teaching that, and they get a lot of views. A big channels, they get a lot of views, preaching the crap that people want to hear. You know? And they come out here, they follow these guys, and when they get out here, they mad as hell. They can't find them. Now, I'm gone. Wait, yeah, you told me I could get out. Ah, man, it's crazy, man. I'm glad you brought that up. People, listen to Markell. You need to have realistic expectations when you're coming overseas to live. It takes money, okay? And you're a foreigner, you come to the United States, you come to Colombia or Philippines with no money, they're going to look at you like you're a fool. What is you? You ain't got no money? You're going to look bad. Go ahead, Mark, outside there.
I was just going to say this, BobbieD. Pay attention to where these people live. Pay attention to the story that they tell you. I sent the link to BobbieD. This guy is living in the jungle on $220. Barely has electricity, no running water in the house, and he's trying to encourage other people to come live like that. Now, I want y'all to use your head for a minute. You want to leave the comfort of the United States of America.
Right.
Even if you're on Section 8, you got your own place, you got electricity, you got water, and they give you money for food. You're going to leave all that to go live in the jungle in the Philippines on $220. Come on, man.
It's insane, man. It's insanity at the highest heights. Okay, guys, you got to have your money ready. You got to be a full 2 or 3 income. I recommend at least 2 or 3 income streams consistent to come in before you come here. Get your money right, tight, long, and strong. Because you come here and you don't have about $500 a month, you think you're gonna live like a king. Even if you go to the province, that's not enough, my guys. Don't come here. I keep telling y'all every day, don't come here with enough. When I came to the Philippines, I came here with more than enough. Leeds wanted me to come with enough. I said, no, I need to have more than enough. I got more than enough to be there. So I live just like I lived in USA. Same lifestyle, same level of living, same. I had 3 bedroom, 3 bath there. I had 3 bedroom, 3 bath here, and I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, if you want to live like a pauper, if you want to live like a caveman, a jungle man, go ahead and bring that 500. See what's going to happen. You'll be crying, calling, Mama, I need some money. I got to get back out here. I don't like this place. You jacked up. So don't do that, man. Please listen. For those of you that are here that are indigent, don't have no money in your pocket, you know, went crazy, came out here with 500, and you trying to get back home, you look up the Repatriation Program. I put some links. I put the link Markell sent me in the description. in the comment section. Also, there is some information about it as he was talking. Go ahead, Markell.
Let me just say this, BobbieD, and this is gonna sound crazy. This is gonna sound totally crazy. Where's the one country in this? Where's the one country in the world that you can actually survive on $400, $500 a month and not worry about it? Where's the one country you can do that?
It's not the USA.
BobbieD, it's the United States of America.
Okay.
It's the United States of America, believe it or not. There were people where I had my little mobile spot that I kept my vehicles at.
Yeah.
There's people there only getting $800 a month. But the government paid their rent. The government gave them food. The government paid their medical, did all that, and all they got was $800 a month.
Right.
Now they're going to up and leave that to go to the Philippines on that $800. Have no health insurance, no life insurance, nobody paying their medical, nobody paying their rent, nobody giving them food. They're going to leave all that to go to the Philippines because some YouTuber told them, oh, you can live here on $220.
That's hype, you know. And a lot of the YouTubers that are saying that are doing it for the views, for the viewership. They know people going to subscribe to their channel. If they give them that hyped up stuff, and they're going to get viewers, and they're going to get blow up, they're going to grow up and blow up, you know. And then a lot of them start asking for donations. They send the money in, you know, and they took the money, take them to the clinics, you know. So that's a formula that a lot of the YouTubers are doing right now to make money to blow up, you know. And then one of them just did it, and then they kicked him out of here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, listen, be careful, my guys, who you listen to, because you want the right information. You don't want no hyped up stuff that make you feel good and you get inspired. And you 35 years old, and the man told you you can come out here and live on $3,000, and that's all you got in your pocket. You get a plane flight, half of that, and then you come there, you got $1,500 left. What you gonna do? That wouldn't last you maybe 2 months, maybe a month. You know what I'm saying? So please, guys, listen to the real people that's out here doing it, giving you the right information. There's so many others out here giving you the wrong information. It is unbelievable. So when you find people that give you solid, that living overseas, giving you the right information, take heed to it. Okay, balance it out. There's always a right way and a wrong way to do things, and the way these other guys are telling you, they're telling you the wrong way. You need more than 1,000. You need more than 5. It's not going to work like that. And you need consistent income coming in on a regular basis, like clockwork. If you want to live just like you were when you were in your USA or what other countries, you have to work at it and you have to prepare yourself. If you're not retirement age, you're not going to have a Social Security check, and you don't have disability, you're not a veteran, you ain't got none of that, you're in trouble. You might well stay where you are, just like Markell said. You know, coming over here ain't gonna help you. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. You might be from the hood in the States. Mm-hmm. The hoods here ain't the same. Okay, all that West Side, you know, I'm from this, and you ain't got a damn thing, and you ain't even got a paper clip to defend yourself in this country. Nothing. Get off that. These people here don't know what the hell West Side mean here. West Side, what the hell that mean? Nothing. As they hit your ass in the head, they've done many of them here like that already. Yeah. They come from the States with that hood mentality, thinking they can walk anywhere, do the same things that they do in the States. That don't fly here. They straighten you out quick. Yeah, they think they're so tough. I can handle it, man. I've been in the Marine. I know. And until they come over to try to bust them in the head, and they got everything they got. I'm telling you, man, you have to be careful with that. So many people listen to the wrong advice, and then they get messed up. You know, and then they get angry at the country. It's not the country's fault. It's your fault because you didn't listen, you didn't study, you listened to the wrong people, and you made a foolish decision. So thank goodness for the repatriation program that Markell brought today. I put something in the notes in the comment section. If you guys want to click on that link, it will take you there. If you know somebody out here that is calling, trying to get home, whatever, that's the first thing you want to refer them to. It's a loan, you have to pay it back, but it's a way to get home. Okay, that's the key, and keep that in your mind. If you can't use it, you know somebody out there that may want to use it, pass it on. You know, in fact, Markell, there's a guy out here in the mall. He's a foreigner. He's a white guy, and he's been out here for years, begging. So when I see him the next time, I'm gonna tell him, man, I got something for you. I got a link for you to take, and you can get back home to USA. He's from Alabama, you know, and he's been out here. I don't know. Every time I see him, I said, man, don't come to me.
I gave him 100 pesos one time, and that was a mistake because I was new here. I didn't know no better.
He was expecting it every time.
Yeah, every time he see me, hey man, can you help me out? I said, man, you know what I told you last time I'm not giving you no more money. You know, go on, get on away from me.
And
But I
here's
tell
the thing, too, guys. And here's
uh,
another thing too. Don't think that can't happen to you
yeah, well, yeah. Easy.
because you lose your ATM card. Now this one, Bobby D, should be just like travel 101. You never leave. If you're gonna leave the US, you never leave with one of nothing. I can't tell you how many dummies come here. One ATM card. That's all they got. That's it. ATM card start working. Now what? I can't get no money. I can't. You the dummy. You going 15,000 miles, 8 whatever with one card.
Yeah.
No credit card, no nothing. No other way to get money. You know, I sit there, Bobby D, before I started traveling, figuring out, okay, if I got robbed, this happened to me. How can I get some money? Right. What steps do I need to take? You know, I have a credit card with one of my kids in the States. If I get down to my last and I can't figure out no other way, she got money to buy me a ticket to get the hell up out of here, and I'm gone.
Right. That's it, man.
There's too many people, Bobby D, that travel on luck. They don't use this at all. You know, they don't pay for the little insurance that come with the flight. No, that's too much. That's going to take away me giving to the girls.
Right.
They stay in rat holes when they come here. They don't care about their own security. You know, they stay in places, roaches rolling all over top of them, rats and stuff coming out of the outside. This is what, Bobby D, these are grown men coming from the United States, more worried about seeing a girl than they are their own safety. Because you see the Airbnb they stay in, they on the video bragging, oh, I'm here with such and such. You look at their apartment they in, you can touch all four walls, sitting in one spot. He's sitting in the bathroom cooking, sitting on the toilet cooking. That's how tight it is. And they're proud of that. They don't mind bragging. You know, this is something to brag about?
No. It's something you should cry about. You got made a foolish decision. I see they've put themselves in a hole. They told everybody it's gonna be nice, so they got to find a way to make it look like it's real nice, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Cover up.
And they never show you outside, Bobby D. Here, they show you their little apartment. They won't show you what's outside. You know why they ain't showing what's outside?
It's bad. It's like a hood, worse than a hood. But you know what, man? If you go out there to Colombia and talk about you a hood, I'm in the hood. You ain't heard about them barrios, have you? Have you looked at them barrios, right, Markell? Them barrios, people don't play. They'll shoot you, they'll kill you, they'll cut you, and you ain't got nothing.
These houses in the barrios are on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
You probably see them in the Philippines. There's a house here. They can reach out the window and knock on the house here, knock on the house there, knock on the house here.
They call it squatters' houses here. They just put some places, boards down or cardboard down, and they squat. Everybody got a squatter.
On top.
Yeah.
No glass in the window. Rain come right on in the house.
Right in the place.
And this is where you got a lot of Americans living that don't want to go back to the States, that would rather live there in field, no rainwater, no electricity, and they say they're making it fine. Out in the streets begging.
Yeah, I had one of my subscribers about 3 or 4 years ago came here and he didn't have enough money. He had enough just for the flight. That's it. He got off the plane. He tried to find some place to stay. He think there's a place like Salvation Army and stuff like that. You can go. He got off the plane. He went to the squatter's place. That's the only place he could live free. You know, he got him some cardboard. I told you, man. And he eventually got out of it, but he had to call and get money. You know, he stayed in the squatter's house for 3 months.
Bobby, let me get this right. This is grown man on his own accord left the United States with how much?
He didn't have no money when he got here. All he had enough for the ticket. That's it, the plane flight. I think he was running from the law. He didn't tell me that, but I think he was running from the po-po. That's what I think. Yeah, and then he got his passport and everything. And when it was time for him to renew his visa, he didn't renew it. He's been out here about 4 or 5 years running from the immigration, you know. But he doing okay now. He found a job online teaching English. That's how he made it. I don't know, but China stopped Americans teaching English to the country. So I don't know what he's doing now. That's all he was doing to get money every month. But he's still living in squatters.
BobbieD, these people have these humongous fantasies when they leave the United States from following these guys. And I try to be realistic on my channel, and I tell them how it is here. Inflation here is going up just like it's going in the States.
Yeah,
some people have this imaginary thing. It's too high here, but in this country it's affordable. Where? They catching hell just like people in the States catching hell.
Yeah.
So I don't get that mentality, that way of thinking.
Yeah. Well, people want to see things the rosy way. They don't want to see reality. And when you bring reality and the truth to people, they reject you because they want to live in a fantasy world. That's what's happening with many people coming here to the Philippines, coming to the Colombia, all overseas, trying to get away from the stress and worries of the state. But they're making it even worse when they get it because they don't have enough money. They listen to these. I'll start to say so now. They let these people feed them all that crap, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if you know anybody, I don't need 500. You better stop them right there and tell them the truth. You need more than 500. You need more than 1,000. You need about 3 or 5 or more to live in this place and live as an American should live in a decent way that you know that you live in the country where you came from. I'm telling you, man, I don't want to live like a Filipino. And when I go to Colombia, I don't want to live like a Colombian average. I want to live like a USA citizen, decent and in order in any place I go. That's how I do. And that's how Markell does. He anywhere he go, he gonna live his lifestyle. He gonna bring it with him. He ain't gonna live like the Colombians out there. He gonna live like he live.
Yeah,
and that's what you do.
You have plenty of them here that talk a good game, and you have, hey, where you live at? Oh, well, I live over at such and such. Okay, I'm gonna come check you out. No. I'll meet you over at such and such. They don't want you to see where they live.
They don't want you to see.
They don't want you to see it. They don't want you to walk in. They don't want you to see the ugliness of where they are. They rather lie to you and think you don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
It's sad, man. Guys, you need to open up your eyes and listen to the truth. Sometimes it hurts. If the truth says you don't have enough money, recognize that and save up your money till you get enough. You know what I'm saying? And then make sure you start a consistent income with you. Because when you get over to these foreign countries, you're not going to be able to work, okay? And if you do find a job, it ain't going to pay you nothing like you used to getting. It's a waste.
But I mean, these people have such a guy ask, you think I can get a job as a cook? I said, a cook where? Here in Colombia? I said, what you think you're going to make, first of all, you get a job here in Colombia? Do you know people here make less than $300 a month and work 6-7 days a week? They got to work 15 straight days before they get 1 day off. Yeah. You going to come here from the United States and make $2 a day, if that, for the next 15 days and get 1 day off and think you're going to do what with that here?
Nah, that's crazy, man.
That's bad.
People out here make about $300 a month, so that's about the same, $300 US. That's an average pay out here, and that ain't nothing, man. And they can't even make it off of that because inflation's reducing that 300 to like 150. That's how high inflation's doing,
As gas go up, cost of food goes up, all the services go up. Where do you think that $300 is going? Why do you think so many families live together? The parents start out on the bottom floor here. Right. They have a kid, the kid graduated, they move to the second floor. They got another kid, they move to the third floor. The grandkids, they keep going. Okay? That's how it works here. That's how it works here. The family has to they got to pull money together in order to survive. And then y'all think y'all gonna just show up here and get a job doing what? If you can get a job. Most of them, BobbieD, there's been so many that come here with these dreams. I'm gonna open up a business and I'm gonna sell like I did in the States. Ain't no $5 hamburger here, no $10 hamburger here. No. Not when they go down the street and pay 50 cents or 25 cents for the same thing. That's no.
People are living in pipe dreams. They want this fantasy world and not the reality world. And it's not going to work when you go overseas. You got to look at face reality and deal with the circumstance and the situation you're in. And get out of these dreams. You got all these dreams in your head. When you get here, the dream turns into a nightmare because you're sitting on a corner trying to get something to eat. Can you spill some of this? I see it all the time. But that's good, guys. You need to keep that in mind. Keep in mind the repatriation program got some links in there. I got some information there. You understand what Markell just talked about? If you know anybody that's indigent overseas, not only necessarily in the Philippines, but anywhere, refer them to that program. And I will be referring that also Markell, and as I go forth, because one while saying the U.S. won't help you, but then now I can say they might help you. There's some help for you, but you'll have to pay the money back if you want to get home. That's now I can say that. Thanks to Markell giving me that information and providing it to the channel. I appreciate you, Markell. And then you want to say else? What else you want to say? Oh, we got
if there's any questions on there.
Let's see what we got. I'm gonna go to the comments real quick and see what we got.
They gotta remember, it's a third world country you're coming to. You're not going to a first world country.
Right.
You're coming to a developing country. It's called a developing country for a reason.
Yes, they're not there yet. The infrastructure is not developed. The financing, the banking sections, there's a whole lot of stuff that's not developed. And so you have to understand, it's not going to be like the USA. It is not. And a lot of people got that image in their mind. You might see me living good, but I got my resources intact. I got everything in place for me to live good. I got my income. If you ain't got it like me, you're going to have some trouble. So you have to take that in consideration when you look at these expat channels and they say, well, I'm living off $300 a month. Either they lying or they living like a pauper or somebody that's a beg on the street. They're living in the jungle. That's what they doing. If they living off of 300, that's just enough to buy some food, man. That's it.
Tell them to listen out for the animals in the background because they living in the sticks. Listen for the chickens. Listen for the pigs. Listen for all the animals that are making noises. That should tell you right there that they ain't where they want to be.
There's trouble. All right, what we got? You got any questions, DC? What you got?
Yes.
Read it out. Diaz, you said that's it?
He said they need to post the Repatriation Act flyers in the Philippines because there's a lot of homeless Americans in the Philippines. They're living in the streets and in squatters areas.
Right. There's a lot of homeless out here. So, like I said, I can't post it, but the government should post it. Embassy Manila should be sending that out constantly. They're not doing it. Markell, government ain't gonna promote it because that's gonna cost them more money, right?
Right. Not that they can't. They can't just go put stuff out in another country. It's like somebody. It's like somebody that's Filipino posting. The Filipino government posted in the United States.
Right,
don't come to America or don't do that. They can't. The government can't do that.
Right.
They cannot do that.
You can't violate the sovereign rights of another country. You have to have an agreement. You got to get permission if they allow you to do it.
Yeah, that sounds fair, but in all honesty, countries are not allowed to do that. You can't just send stuff out.
Right.
And because you basically, I don't know the correct way to say it. It's like you putting the country down by saying, hey, you can't live here. You need to go back. Yeah, they can't do that.
Yeah, you don't have enough money to live in this country. Don't come in. They don't want that. But they want the country to encourage people to come. They want to come.
Right.
Because they assume that you have money. I know when Lisa D and I went to Japan, Tokyo, and in order to get into Tokyo, you have to show that you have X amount of dollars in the bank. I had to show Lisa D had to have, well, for me, let me put it like this. For Lisa D, since she's Filipino, right? And Filipinos are what? Developing country, right? They made her, we had to show that she had, so many thousands of pesos in the bank.
At least
100,000 pesos in the bank, or she could not get into that country. She couldn't get
How much is that?
100,000,
1,000.
No, 2,000 US dollars. She had to prove to the Japanese government, and we had to send bank statement, all that she had 200,000 pesos in the bank, which is about 2,000 US dollars.
Even though she's with you?
Huh?
Even though she's your wife?
Yeah, even though that's how Japan protects themselves from these indigents coming in their country, and then they got to take care of them. So they make sure. But America, they don't have to do that for America. I have to do it. But when you're from a developing country like the Philippines, they require you to have some income, proof of income.
Same thing happened to a Colombian I know that went to Panama.
Okay.
When they got to Panama, they had to show proof in their bank account that they had at least $650 or $800 or something like that,
right,
to enter Panama City. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
the stuff that we allow with that blue passport that a lot of people like to demonize and say, oh, America, this, that, and the third. You don't understand when you come from another country and you got to dignify yourself. You got the money to get a flight, but then you got to turn around and prove to these people that you can actually afford to be there. You've never done that as an American. Nobody's ever asked you that. Nobody's ever questioned you. You've never gone into a country where a country goes, we need to see if you can afford to be here. When has that ever happened to an American?
It's the only time I ever had that. But I've never had it because I'm American, like you said. But she had, developing countries. They just don't trust them coming here, and they want to make sure you got the income. Because when you get there, they want you to do what? Change. Make it rain. They want you to spend money. They want you to spend, and so they check, make sure you got money before you come over here. And then when you come over there, they don't want you. They don't want to have to take care of you. So that's what they do for developing. But Americans, people like Great Britain, UK, they don't have. The major countries don't have to do it because they know we got the money if we coming over there.
They know what your money's worth. Yeah.
Yeah, and the value is better. So guys, man, there's a whole lot of stuff that you need to know when you travel. And if you don't know the information, get online and start reading for yourself. And then maybe there's some good channels out there that do get the information. Find some good channels. You always get a balance. Just don't listen to one idea. Get a balance. Okay, go ahead, Markell.
Oh, I did hear about Thailand is doing that too for people who want to retire and live in Thailand full time. Right. You got to show proof of income.
Right.
It ain't like it used to be. You just go into Thailand and you do these border runs and then you go back. Now, son, you need some money.
Right. I was there. We were there in 2017, 18. And we at that time you didn't have to show no income and all that. But now they have changed it. They had a new king that came in the office. He took over. He changed everything. They were trying to limit foreigners. So I would never go to Thailand no more. They can keep Thailand. You got to show proof of this, proof of that, and they make it harder on the expats. A lot of expats are leaving Thailand because they have to show proof. They have to have some X amount of dollars in the bank. A lot of them just got enough to take care of themselves every month. That's it. They don't have no extra.
And so they want you to Thailand. Now, if you ain't got no money,
don't go there. You might just, if you want to go to visit for a week, you might be all right 2 days. Stay in there, forget that. It's not going to work. What else you got, Lizzie? Anybody else?
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead.
I know someone that used to Repatriation Act in South Korea back in 2007, and the interest of his loan was 15% quarterly.
Hi, man. Quarterly? That's a lot of money. 15% a month. And I bet he's still paying me.
So every
he said quarterly or monthly? Quarterly. Quarterly.
Every 4 months, 15%.
If it's quarterly,
so it's
so it's worth about 5 or 6% per annum per year because you got to divide that by 3-4 quarters. So, but yeah, still, I don't want to pay nobody back for me. I'd rather borrow it from my family than borrow it from the government. Because they're gonna hold
that's the thing, BobbieD. If they got because you gotta understand, that's the other thing too, Bobby. A lot of these guys coming, their families ain't got nothing.
Yeah,
their families can't help them. It's just like if something happened to them and they die in their country. What? They ain't got no insurance. They ain't got life insurance. They folks ain't got no money. What are they gonna do? They gonna dig a hole and throw them in that hole? Because we talked about this before. Yeah. You gotta pay the first 4 or 5 years here for that gravesite. It ain't free.
Here you got to pay for the longest you live. Here they bury people crazy here, man. You got to pay. It's no like you got a death plan or like that. They put them in a vault and they store their body in a vault, and you got to pay monthly for that storage.
It's like a open warehouse. They just got tombstone at the tomb. I mean, not even tombstone, just like a drawer, a
drawer, like a drawer. You push it over and
push it over. There it is. You got to pay for that.
Yeah, you got to pay for that. They run out of graveside space. Mm-mm. You got to pay for it.
Then after 5 years, they have to take the bone out from the. And after 5 years, this is a 5-year contract only, and then after 5 years, they have to take the bone out from that graveyard, and then what's that?
The vault.
And then they have to put another dead body in there.
Oh, y'all heard that?
What do they do with the bones?
they have to find some way that they can put the bones or the
Cremation.
family of the they can't
Come on over,
see.
Lizzie.
It's all right, my dear.
Okay, go.
And
Talk.
then the family of that bone, what's that? They will find a way to where they gonna put it.
Store. They
Yeah.
find a way to store the bones. I think some of them just have them cremated or burnt up, and they
Yeah.
put it in a little thing and put it around their neck, or sometimes they put it in an urn and they put it in the house like that. But
Or they will make a small box to put the bones in there.
okay, small box. But they do some weird stuff out here. But as far as death is concerned, it's like the people here in the Philippines treat the person that's died and their family, loved ones, like they're still here. They take them stuff to their grave on a regular basis. Like her grandmother passed away last year, and her mother, which is her mother, rather, Lisa's mother, goes there every week to the grave and do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole other culture, the whole whole other
It's
stuff.
the same way. It's the same way here, Bobby D. It's
Oh,
the
you know why?
exact same way here.
You know
Yeah,
why?
they still
Catholic.
go years later, every week, year after year, every week, put new grave, put new flowers out there, clean out the grave
Light a
site.
candle, light a candle. They like candles.
Same
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
here.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that's in common with both of those countries, the Philippines and Colombia. Catholicism, the
Yep,
Catholics. And
Catholic,
that's what the
big time.
Catholics believe in. Yeah. Roman Catholics, they believe in the death afterlife, and they believe in seeing people. They believe in praying to the people, to saints, and all that stuff. So, but that's a common thing with third people that are Roman Catholics. All right, what else we got?
Terry
Great.
Fleming, if a person cannot make it in America on the income they make, then they should think twice about moving overseas. If a person cannot make it in America on the income they make, then they should think twice about moving overseas.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. You can't if you having a hard time in the USA and you think that if you go to the Philippines it's going to be easier, you better think twice about that. It might just be harder. It's going to be harder because you don't have all you have is that one little check you got, and that one little check might just be enough for you to buy some food. What about your rent? What about your lights? What about your cable, your internet? All other stuff that come, your clothing. All of that's transportation. All of that has to take in account for, and people don't plan for that. They just come out here and think everything gonna take care of itself. If I got enough money to buy this, they don't realize how far they think the money goes further than what it does until they actually get here and see the cost of things. So it's about preparation and planning, and also it's about doing your homework on the location or the country that you're going to go to. That's what it's all about. And if you don't do those things, you're going to have you're digging a hole for yourself. You're digging a hole for yourself, and you're going to be deep in the hole when you come here, and you're going to be whining and crying, but this country ain't right, and then you're going to want to get home. That happens all the time, man, all the time. And then what happens if you do come out here with a wad of cash, right? Somebody gonna see you with it. And if the Filipino see you, she gonna take your money. I mean, she gonna get next to you, close to you, and next thing you know, you wake up one morning, she gone, and everything you got gone. That happens out here a lot. You try to be Mr. Big stuff, going out here showing your bling bling, you got this, you got that. Somebody gonna get it. What else you got?
Bobby D, let me say this too.
Go ahead.
Pay attention to where these people are, okay? Because I can show you a mansion and say, "Oh, I'm only paying $500 a month." That is a lie. You need to do, like you said, you need to do your research. When I lived in Manila, when I went to the Philippines, I stayed in BGC. The rent in BGC is anywhere from $800 and up.
Yeah,
I was paying $1,200 a month for a small 2-bedroom apartment in BGC.
Everything's small. Everything's
Do
small.
not come here thinking, or don't go to these countries thinking everywhere is $300, $200, $150 to stay in these places. That would be a lie. That is a lie.
Yeah, you gotta have money anywhere you go, man. If you're an American citizen, that's the first thing these people got in their mind about you, that you come from a good country and you should have some good money. So if you don't have no good money, stay at home and stop making a fool of yourself and making a bad reputation for other Americans coming out there. Stay at home till you get the appropriate amount of money that you need to live on a consistent basis. That's the bottom line. What else you got, Lizzie?
But they can live in the province. In the province is a small amount only for rent.
Yeah, but they won't live like they were living
No.
in the US.
No.
That's what he was talking about.
Life.
People,
Life.
people don't understand. When she say province, she mean almost like a jungle life, almost. Now, some people are a little bit better in the province, but mostly when she say province, it's pretty much jungle.
Bobby,
And
Bobby,
huh?
they got their version of that too here.
Yeah.
And I spent one day out there. We just hung out. No, I can't do this. Cannot do this.
Nah,
No running water, you got an outhouse. Okay. And if you do have electricity, it's good for about 2 hours because it comes off and on, off and on. So in that 2 hour period, they got to wash clothes. They got to try to do everything they can in that short period of time. Yeah. And I asked, like, if an emergency happened here, what you gonna do? Well, there's this midwife or whatever down the street. We'll see what she can do. What? No.
They have to beg. They have to beg for transportation if there's an emergency. If somebody in the area got a car, they got to run and can you help us, please? And this is what happened in Lisa D's instance. Lisa D told me that somebody in her, when she was in province, living in the province, somebody got sick in her province area. And they knocked on the lady's door that had a car to take her to the hospital. The lady refused. And the person that got sick passed away. All they had to do was take her to the hospital. I'm telling you, man, when you live in the province, you better have your transportation for yourself as well. Because if you don't, hospitals are a long way from the province. You know, and it's not like the USA hospital either. I'm telling you.
They're not sending a helicopter. They're not doing that. Bobby, they got spots here, you can't even get a car in. Ooh. You got to walk up these hills just to get to the place. Because no motorcycle, no cars can get up there. None. Okay. None.
Her family live in a place you can't get no car up there. You got to walk. But you can't get a motorcycle up there, but you can't get a car.
I'm gonna hit that video of I'm gonna show you that video. I gotta go to physical therapy next week. And I'm gonna get that video and I'm gonna show you. And you're not gonna believe it. Okay. This lady had to walk 3 miles to get up to these people's house. Because there's no road.
No way.
There's only a walking trail. There ain't no motorcycle, no horse, no nothing. She had to walk 3 miles to get up to this lady's house. Yeah,
that's a rough. Now, Lisa D, hers don't have a car. You can't get a car. You get a bike up there. But you have to walk by maybe a mile, quarter of a mile, something like that. But I mean, telling you, man, you don't want to live like I would. You know, we go out there and visit every now and then, but I don't want to be living out there. Lisa D, she used to it, but she done got used to the city life now. She don't want to go back to the live permanent. You know what I'm saying? You get used to the city life, and you got to go backwards. That's crazy. You want to go backwards in life? Nobody. Yeah?
Go over there to visit.
Yeah, we go to visit. That's it. We don't stay there much longer.
You're not gonna stay overnight. You're not gonna stay overnight, BobbieD?
Yeah, I stay overnight. So I mean, like, we got to go. Because you said you got to, they call it the CR out here. It was the comfort room. Everything is like an outhouse, man. You got, in other words, you can't just hit the handle and flush it. You got to put water in there, boy. I'm telling you, man, it's a whole nother lifestyle, And if
no hot water, BobbieD, no hot water, and it's cold in the province. It's cold, and they get up and they take cold showers. I said, no, hell.
I took a cold shower for 3 years since I was out here. We didn't have hot water. We had to get it. This whole country nobody has hot water connections here unless you actually buy a device, put it on your water to turn it hot. Nobody. That's just not normal.
That's been day one. Now we getting this hot water.
Yeah, you only see that in the hotels and Airbnbs, condos, stuff like that. You don't see that in the regular place. And we got hot water because we purchased it. We purchased the unit, but a lot of people don't have it. What else we got, Lizzie?
Perfect. Hayes. I was watching 2 videos today about 2 foreigners that got stuck like Chuck, and they were bad off. They were abandoned by the Filipinas, and one had 2 kids.
2 kids.
2 kids.
Jesus.
They had 2 children. Kids? Yeah, and I said 2 videos that 2 foreigners got stuck like Chuck, and they were bad off. They were abandoned by Filipinos. Yeah, that's a common story here, Murphy. That is a very, very common story here. The Filipinos wind up taking the men and then take all their money. And they may have children, they may get married and have children, or they may not. They just may have children. And then they'll leave them and go overseas or wherever they want to with the money and do what they want to do. That happens almost every day out here. That's why I bring these videos to show you guys. You got to check people out. Don't be giving them all your money just because they look good and they make you think that you are right and you handsome and you 80 years old about to shrivel up. No, come on, man. Let's be realistic. You know, stop living in a fairy tale world. Live in the reality. The reality is you got a young, hot Filipina, and she trying to make you think that you all that and a bag of chips, and you know you're not. And then you're gonna let your ego lead you astray, and you're gonna give her everything you got. And you, when she done with you, she kick you to the curb, and you, well, yeah, I gotta get my money, and nobody wanna be bothered with you. Come on, man. Y'all gotta listen up. Y'all gotta be smart when you come to a European country, a foreign, a Asian country, South America. You got to be smart wherever you move in this world, because there's always somebody who want to get what you got. Okay, be smart.
Diaz, he said, Markell is telling it like it's supposed to be told. A person's savings will run out quicker than they can spend it. Inflation is a savings killer.
Oh yeah, that's what's happening here. Inflation is kicking butt in the Philippines. Every week, gas prices go up. You know, every week since the last 18 weeks, something like that. It went up yesterday. Every Tuesday, gas prices pop up, and so it's not hurting us as bad because we live off of U.S. dollars. But the people here in the Philippines that live off of pesos, they catching hell, man. This is hard. The food prices are going up, gasoline prices are going up, any type of commodity, everything is going up. Rent's going up for people, everything. And people are struggling. Struggling not just in the USA. The developing countries are struggling more than the larger countries. All the countries have inflation, but the developing countries are catching it even more. So that's very, very true, man. What else we got? Tariff limits about 4 years on 150 a month through government and via. Okay, that's a good thing. That's why
That's what I'm telling you, BobbieD. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah. The only country Americans can live with nothing is the United States of America.
Right.
You are not going no other country and live like on 150 here. No.
Yeah. I know that. So you can't survive with that small amount. So it doesn't make sense if you're making 150 a month to go to the Philippines and think you're gonna be living on that. No, they don't have the supplemental programs that you have in the USA. Out here, guys, when you come to the Philippines, if you don't work, you don't eat. Okay, that's just average Filipino. If they don't work, they don't eat. They work from day to day to get money to eat and pay their rent. That's it. They don't have no. Most of the average people out here have no savings. They work from day to day. Okay, and that's how they make it. So if they don't have no governmental programs out here to give you assistance with your food stamp, they don't have that. They don't have no Section 8 out here. They ain't got none of that. The government don't take care of these people like the U.S. government takes care of its people. They don't have the resources to do it. So I think you're gonna come out here and you're gonna find a program to help you get a place to stay. You're gonna find a program to help you supplement your rent. Nah, forget that, man. Especially because you're a foreigner. They expect you to have your own money. I think the Philippines should get like these other countries, like Japan and the other countries, say Panama, and qualify the people to come in there. If you don't have X amount of dollars in your bank account, you're not getting in. That's what they should be doing. That would help them out for getting all of these people that turn into indigents in their country. And not wanting to go back home, expiring their visas, letting their visas expire. So this is a good information that we're getting. Now, what else we got? Okay, what else we got? Okay. Let's see, I got that. Yes, I would rather live in any hood in the States over the hoods in these 2 third world developing countries. I got that. That's right, man. You don't want to come out here and don't have no money. You'll be in pure hell. You have a life full of hell. Because first of all, the expats that see you are not going to respect you and not going to help you. And the natives out here are going to look at you like you're a fool. And they're going to shame you. You get it from both sides. Everybody gonna hate you. So stay where you are. They think the grass is always green on the other side. Sometimes it's not. But sometimes it's too late because you don't went to the other side and you can't get back home. But this repatriation program is a way for you to get back home. but you got to pay that money back. You know what I'm saying?
BobbieD, what you said is so true. You got so many of them that come here, think they doing something, and they living right next to the girl with nothing, and she looking at them like, you just came from the States to live here where I live? It's like, come on, man.
Crazy. They don't think. Somebody done fooled them up that they can have 500 a month and come on. I got 500. I got my Social Security. I got my SSI. That's all I need. I'm coming. And they save up the money, get the flight, and they have maybe about 1,000 left or 1,500, and they think they're gonna live off of that. Come on, man. Let's grow up. Let's be men. Let's be reasonable. Murphy says, we were charged $3,000 to reopen an old grave to bury my sister in a family's plot that was closed for a long time. Okay. So this is in the States then. He said they were charged $3,000. Yeah, reopen an old grave to bury my sister in a family. But okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know they were charging money to open a grave. I mean, I know there's burial plans, insurance plans out there, but I know they charge you money to open a grave. I didn't know that.
That's labor. They got to go up, dig it up, open up. They got to. Yeah, that's some work.
Yeah, I got you, man. Diaz says the interest on the Repatriation Act loan is based on the government toxic bond sale. Toxic bond sale. When the embassy runs out of funding for the program, they issue new bonds for more funding. No funding is no ticket. Okay, so it's based on whether the embassy has money for that program, and if they don't have the funding, then they can't give you any tickets. So that's
the old way it was done. The new way is through Human Health Services.
Okay, all right.
The old way, the embassy used to issue it through the bonds. The new way through Human Health Services, they run it now. The embassy, they just coordinate it, but it's ran through Human Health Services.
Right. Okay. So it's ran through Human Health Services. They've changed that now. Got you. Murphy, he said the hood guys fail to understand that they are dealing with an entirely different culture, and you will not be fighting one, but you will be fighting multiple. Yeah, you come out here, you think you're gonna get in a fair fight with one person? No. When you hit one person out here, two more gonna come and get you. You're gonna be that person, two more. Out here, there's no such thing as a fair fight when you in the hoods out here. They don't play that, especially if you Kano. Oh Lord, that's more power to them because they think in the Filipino minds, they think the Americans are like giants, And so one person is not enough to get them on the ground. They only get three Filipinos on one American, and they beat the stuffing out of them. That's how they do out here.
BobbieD, here in some areas, the police is not gonna say it. They ain't even coming. They know it. You get caught in some of these barrios trying to be bad and think you're gonna walk up on people, they're gonna beat you unmercifully. The whole block coming up. Everybody getting a lick. Everybody. It ain't 1, 2, 3. The whole block. They don't learn that until after the fact. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I still got that picture. I may try to find it real quick. Dumb American got on a soccer jersey. Used to being in the hood, walking anywhere he want to walk.
Right.
He walked his ass up in the wrong block, cracked him upside the head, kicked the shit out of him, and sent him on his way.
Wow.
Let me see if I can find that photo for you.
Yeah, find that picture. What else we got, Lizzie?
Diaz, I would rather live in any hood in states over the hoods in this third world or developing country.
Right, man. In developing countries, sometimes if you don't have enough money, you're gonna be in a world of hurt, world of pain. But if you have enough money, you may be all right. And you do your homework and understand what the culture is about, you're gonna be okay. But if you come out here not understanding the culture, not having enough money, that's a recipe for disaster. So be smart, ladies and gentlemen, and understand where you're going, the laws, the rules, the cultural norms of the place in which you're going, because that's going to help you get along better with the people out there. What do we got?
Michael Frederick. Murphy Hayes. Yeah, the apartment so small you can cast the cat out without getting food in your mouth.
Getting food in your mouth. That's wrong. Guys, if you're coming to the Philippines and you're looking for a place to live, do not expect that they will have large rooms. They do not. The places out here are very tiny. The rooms are small. Everything. The garage. I've shown y'all my garage. It's tiny. You can go get one car. It's tiny.
Two cars.
Well, we can get 2 cars long lengthwise, but the width is tiny. We can barely get in the car. You know, that's how small it is. Everything out here is tiny because most of the people are small. And when they started, I'm telling you, that's part of it. Most of the people here are tiny. They think I'm a big man. I'm only 5'5". But in their minds, I'm a big man because I'm American, and they think all Americans are big. You know, but yeah, everything is small out here, and you'll get disappointed. You look for this place, look for this place, and if you get a rent a condo out here, don't always expect to be a studio condo. Usually it'll be one little place, real tiny. You have a kitchen on the side, you have a bathroom on the side with a door in the bathroom. That's it. And then you have a living room. It'll be everything else, your bedroom, everything will be right there. That's how that works. So don't come out here thinking you're gonna have a big this and big now. It's like a shoebox living if you come out here. We were fortunate, at least D and I were fortunate to find a place that had American sized rooms. When I found this place has American sized rooms. I was like, that's it. We're not looking no further. And we jumped on it, man. So you don't find too many large sized rooms in this country. Let's go with us, guys.
Martha Ace, this is the keywords for Markell. They are not thinking about fantasizing.
Yeah, they're thinking, they're fantasizing, and we don't live in a fantasy world. We live in a world of reality. I know everybody want to live in a perfect world, but there's no perfect world. Even in USA, there's some poverty there as well. But I'd rather be in poverty in the United States than poverty in the Philippines, okay? Because United States, you can get food stamps. There are places that have charity where you can go in the food line and get feed. I mean, years ago, I think it was a couple of years ago, there was when the pandemic started. Remember all those food lines in California and other places? People would still eat. They had no money because they were stopped going to work for the pandemic, so they had to eat. And there was food lines everywhere. There's always a way to get food in the USA. But out here, you don't work, you don't eat. That's the way it is out here. Let's go right check who we got.
Martha Hayes, US requires the same, Bobby. She has to have $2,000 in a bank account for tourist visa along with some other requirements.
But I tell you, see, U.S. requires third world country to have money, just like Japan. You know, Japan is a big developed country. USA is probably Great Britain might probably do something similar. You know, third world countries catch it, man. You know, anywhere Lisa Lee goes, she got to have money in the bank. But America don't have to be like that. But I'm telling you, man, it's a blessing and a privilege to live in the United States or to have the citizenship of the United States, an American passport. When you got that, it opens doors for you. If you got a Filipino passport, Colombian passport, or maybe one of these African countries, Haiti passport, you're gonna be in trouble. You know, trying to move around the world because they're gonna require you to have so much money in your bank before you even step in their country, before you even step on the plane. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got?
Terry Flamey, it's not an easy decision for me to move to another country to depend totally on the banking process. Even here in America, my bank has frozen my account if I pay a bill in another country.
Hold on. So he says it's not an easy decision for me to move to another country, but you depend on totally on the banking process. No, you cannot depend on you're correct. You cannot depend on the banking process in another country. You have to depend on the banking process where you live. Now, where you live, you can always wire funds from your account in USA, whatever country, to where you are. That's what we do. We wire. We don't use a bank wire. We do a company called they transfer money called Transfer Wise. I think they changed the name to Wise. Once a month, we have them transfer U.S. dollars into our bank account, and we have Filipino peso bank account. They convert it to pesos, and that's how we get our money every month. Other than that, we have to do a wire transfer. But there are ways you can get your money, but you cannot, like you said, Terry, you cannot depend on the banking systems in the country where you are. Your main fund should always be when your country, your home country, because you can find a way, make a way, shake a way to get that money transferred. There's a lot of money transfer companies out here, and they want to make that money to get your money where you want to go.
Martha Hayes, in the US, if you don't have any money in the bank, you will not be approved for a tourist visa.
Okay.
No.
In the U.S., he mean that if you're coming to the U.S., that's what he means.
Right.
If you're coming to the U.S. is just like Japan. You got to have
Yeah.
money in the bank. That's what he's saying.
When you apply a visa, you have to have the bank statement.
Right. You show them the bank statement, and then they send it to the country you're going to. They verify those funds. That's what they did for Lisa D when we went to Japan. They verify those funds. They have them, and the funds you just can't put it in there. You have to be in there a long time. Okay, this is it right here. Okay,
Who's that?
this the guy who was talking about went to the hood. and he got beat up. Oh Lord.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. They put a hurt on him.
See, them
Then,
hood dudes. That's the people from the hood, Bobby D. They think they can come and do what they do in the States. They can just walk anywhere. You know, you got people who come and they'll come in a group. 5 of them will rent an Airbnb. 5 guys renting a 2-bedroom Airbnb.
Right.
Okay. They living in a neighborhood like this. Over here, Bobby D, about 11:30, 12 o'clock, ain't nobody outside walking around in the middle of the night
Right.
like they do in the States.
Right.
So here, the police are going, hey, you obviously been robbed or something has happened to you. You out here walking around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Nobody else does that. They get upset. Oh, you discriminating against me because I'm black. Now, fool, you somewhere that's different. Nobody out here walking around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. You the only one outside. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
But no, that's their mentality, Bobby D. That is their mentality.
They can do what they want to do with them, regardless of what country they're in. No, you can't do that, man. You got to obey the rules and the moral values of where you live. You know, you can't act like you're in the USA when you're not. And as a result, he got knocked in the head, got beat up bad. You know what I'm saying? So guys, respect the country, respect the culture where you live. If you don't, it's going to be bad for you. Let's go, Lizzie. What I got?
Murphy's, we were changed three.
Charged.
We were charged
Yeah,
3K
I got that. I got that.
I read that.
Yeah, I got that.
Diaz, the interest in the
I got that too. Repatriation. Yeah, we got that. Let's see.
How about that?
Murphy Hayes, yeah. That's 100. American is the only place you
Yeah.
can say. Yeah, next is nothing. You can have nothing, literally nothing.
That's right. And because you know why? They got the government programs to help you out. And
Correct.
most of these third world countries do not have any governmental programs.
Oh, all of them. Ain't none of them got nothing.
There's no assistant program, man. You can forget it. Like you say, out here, man, if you don't work, you don't eat, you can't pay no bills, you on your own. The government ain't gonna say, well, I got a full program here, you can apply for this and we'll help you put you in. Nah, none of that here.
They have to go to the mountain and plant their food.
I already said you gotta die. You can live in a province, but you gotta plant, you gotta be like a farmer, you know how to dig and plant the seeds and water and grow your own food. That's how you live. And I don't know about y'all. I don't want to do that. I like the city life. Let's go.
Yes, thank for the correction and for Markell.
Gotcha, man.
Terry
ahead.
Fleming, people in other countries will give their left arm to live in the ghettos of America, yet some Americans will go to third world countries and end up in ghettos for
Very
foreign
true.
country.
Very true, Murphy. That's I don't you know.
Terry Fleming.
I mean, Terry, that's why people. Those are people that don't do their homework and looking at these people that say you can live off $500 a month. You got to be careful with that, man. What else we got? That's it.
This it and
Thanks so much,
I
Terry.
did not read
Murphy,
this.
thanks so much, Terry Fleming, for the donation to the nation.
Thank you so much,
More
Sir
blessings,
Terry.
much love. Okay, Markell, what else you got, man? That's it.
That's it, man. Hey, when it comes to bank, I heard you say transfer wise, but as a veteran, you have USAA, you have Navy Federal, you have Pentagon Federal,
right?
And you can get your ATM fees refunded to you at the end of the month.
Okay,
so,
USAA, and
USAA, Navy Federal, Pentagon Federal. They have what's called an active duty checking account.
Okay.
So it allows you to get up to $20 of your ATM fees refunded to you, so you don't lose that. But what I do is I have 3 different checking accounts. The active duty checking account, I get 20. I have 2 other everyday checking accounts where I get 10 each. So if I have to pull out more money than that $20 allowed, I go to the next account where I got $10. If I got to go over that, I got another $10. So I got $40 a month in ATM fees that I'll get back. Now, I'm not going to spend that much cash here. I need $40 back in ATM fees.
Right.
But it's to let people know who are getting ready to move overseas. You do have ways to get your money back besides Capital One, Charles Schwab, those that people have talked about before.
Yeah.
USAA, Navy Federal, Pentagon Federal, ATM fees, you get reimbursed at the end of every month, your fees back.
Okay.
So you're not losing anything.
Right. You just mentioned some good information. If you're a veteran, you got a USAA account, Navy Federal, Pentagon, then you can get your money back. You can just transfer it out of the ATM, and if whatever fees or whatever, they will reimburse you at the end of the month up to $40. Some of them
Well,
up to
$20 for active duty checking account.
okay, $40. Okay.
And then everyday accounts you get $10.
Okay.
And you can open up as many accounts as you need to.
Okay.
Like if I wanted to open up 6 checking accounts, they're not gonna say no.
Right.
And you can hit every account for that $10. You can get that $10 back.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be a lot of work, but that's an option. That's an option. You know, you can have that as an option trying to save money. Some people will probably taking full advantage of it, you know, and it's all right if you can keep up with it. But those are more ways, guys. If you're an active military or you're a veteran, you can take advantage of those men she mentioned as well. Okay.
And for God's sake,
Bobby,
do not travel to these countries with these secondary bank accounts. Don't come to these countries. Your bank, Woodland or Woodforest, may tip you every time you go to the ATM $17, $25.
Yeah.
Every time you go to pull your money out, stay in the States. Get your account straight, get your life straight, then come to the country. You spending a quarter of your money every time you go to the bank. You only getting $800, and you giving the bank $25 of that every time you take out $200 or $300. Right. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Ridiculous. You know, I very seldom. When I first came here, I would pull money from the ATM, but at that time I had Fidelity. They would always reimburse me 100%, and then I had a Swab or two, but I got rid of them. So all I do is I transfer. Just come to transfer. I pay them like $20 a month, and they transfer all my funds I want one time a month. That's it. That works for me. But Markell mentioned some ways that you can get your money transferred, like in what is it? AAA, USAA, Federal, Navy Federal, and Pentagon. So that's a very definite and good way that you can do it, available if you're a veteran. Let's see, what else? That's it, Markell?
That's it.
All right, man. I don't think we got time to go on the show, but I thank you so much, my brother. I'm going to change the name of the show to Markell's Information. Markell's Repatriation Works, okay? Thank you so much, brother. Hey, thank you so much, Markell, for the veterans and also non-veterans information you gave. That was very, very helpful today. You always enlighten us, and that's why we have you here. You provide very helpful information and motivational as well. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so
take
much,
care.
Markell.
See you on the next show. Okay.
You all good. Peace.
All right. You too. Bye bye. All right, guys. We're out of time. We don't have time to run the show. I'm gonna thank Murphy. I thank Terry Fleming for the donation to the nation. More blessings, much love. Train ride for Terry. And then we're gonna be out, okay?
And congrats to Murphy Hayes.
Murphy Hayes,
number
one in his house. Let it go.
I know it.
Gonna do a dance for Terry.
The hardest working man in the business. Yeah! I feel good. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin.
Thank you so much, Terry Fleming, for the donation to the nation.
More blessings, much love.
Hey, tomorrow I will be out getting my surgery done, and but I'll do a recorded video. I might either record the video, whatever we scheduled today to show you. I might do a recorded video of that, and then you'll see it for tomorrow. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. The video that we're going to do today. Our 3 must-have skills for a rock steady relationship. I'll do a recorded version of that. You'll see it tomorrow when I'll schedule it to come in tomorrow, so you won't see me tomorrow. But Friday, I might be. If I'm not here Friday, I'll have another. Friday. Okay. If I'm not here Friday, I'll have another recorded video for you. Thank you guys for showing up. I'm going to change the name of this video because it's not what we actually talked about. But I'm gonna change the name of the video, so y'all be looking out for it. If you want to do a replay on it, it will be available, and you'll see it as well. That's it.
Diaz, what's good, BobbieD and Lisa
We're
D?
doing good. We're doing good, man. So good to see you, Diaz, in the house.
Terry Fleming, congrats, Sir Murphy. He's a number one.
Murphy wasn't playing today, man. He said, I got this.
And Terry Fleming was number two.
Terry
Number
Fleming.
two, just one.
Ray, man. Come on, let's do it.
Murphy is 2-2. Terry.
Right back at you, my brother.
Terry Fleming, hello, Sir Markell.
Markell in the house.
Murphy is hard, long work, baby, for a rock steady relationship.
I was talking about that. It's a lot of work, man. I mean, people want a perfect, harmonious relationship, but they do not want to put the work in that it takes to get it done. It's a lot of work. If you're lazy, you might be a good
You're
worker.
crazy.
No, if you're lazy, you might be a good worker, you know. But if you're lazy, and when it comes to romance and it comes with your relationship, you're not gonna do well in relationship. Relationships takes work, whether it's on your job, whether it's in your home, in your family, in the community. All of that takes work. What else? That's it.
Murphy's thanks, Sir Terry. Very nice.
That's it?
Wait. There's another one.
This is trying to get all the comments and we didn't get it.
What is it? Murphy Hayes. I'm not gonna leave my bedroom house in America just to live in Chango, a small
Excuse me.
but where I have to throw water on my head with a large cup to take a shower.
That's what a lot of people do, Murphy.
And then every time you pour water with a dipper on your head, Bobby was screaming.
When I first got here, guys, there was no cold water at places we stayed for showers.
Hot
water. There was no hot water for showers. So I had to do the dipper. You know, you get a dipper of water, you run the water from the spigot, and you throw it over your head and rub-a-dub-dub. And I had to get you. I wasn't used to cold showers. I'd never taken a cold shower in my life. But I did it for, 4 or 5 years since I moved here. And then we decided, I said, look, I'm tired of this cold shower. I want a water heater. We bought us a water heater, so we don't do cold shower no more. But yes, guess who does cold showers, guys? Guess.
Ooh,
You. Lisa D is the cold shower. She loves cold showers. But she'll take a hot shower every now and then. But she loves cold showers. Me, my body is used to the cold water now. I can take one, but I prefer a hot shower.
I mean, 4 bedrooms.
Okay,
Whoa,
got you.
You got a big house.
You got a mansion. You got a little mansion out with that, man. We had to come to New Orleans and stay with Murphy for a while.
Let's go. That's it.
All right, everybody hit the like button one more time. 1, 2, 3. Hit
Hit
that like button, y'all.
Please.
All right, I'm gonna do a recorded video, a video that we were supposed to do today, and I'll try to do that later on today, and I'll hit it. You'll see it in the morning. You'll see it in the morning, right around this time. Okay. That, and then y'all pray for me. I'm getting ready to do the surgery tomorrow. It should be okay.
7 a.m.
But
in the morning.
I always want prayer whenever I make some changes in my life. Okay, and you pray for me. I pray for you. Is that okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
That's it for now, guys. This is BobbieD.
And the Tuba Queen Lisa D.
Saying take care.
God bless.
Peace.